Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my makeup monthly for the month of October. It was an exciting month. I did pick up some holiday releases, so let's just get into it. Let's start with this pile of eyeshadow palettes. One of these came in my BoxyCharm. 3 of them I picked up. My daughters and I went out shopping with some friends twice for 2 separate occasions, and so I just used that time to be able to splurge a little bit. And so I'm excited, but let's start with the least exciting one. The one from my box, the Lithe Astral eyeshadow palette. I only tried this out one time, and that was just because I wanted to get some initial thoughts before I put it in this roundup. And from what I did try, I will say I wasn't impressed with the mattes, but I was impressed with the shimmers. So with that being said, I mean, it's definitely not a palette I'm going to remember in my collection. It's going to be a very forgettable palette, but I feel like the shimmers were actually very beautiful. I feel like this will be one of those where I kind of randomly roll in and decide that I like it later on down the road. Upon initial thoughts, it's just not my favorite. Now, I do have to take into consideration that I am comparing this to some holiday releases and luxury eyeshadow palettes this month. So that might tamper my personal views on this. I don't think this is bad. I just wasn't impressed as I kind of want an eyeshadow palette to be. And for a BoxyCharm palette, this to me looks like a mini palette when BoxyCharm is supposed to be full-size palettes. So, I don't know. This is just underwhelming to me. Now for the fun parts. I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Instant Look in a palette. I did pick up the lighter version. This is my first year trying the Charlotte Tilbury holiday releases, but oh my gosh, this is beautiful. First of all, look at the packaging. This palette, it's not one that you can get a lot of depth with just using the palette. However, all I found is that I needed to do was add one deeper shade. There was a look I did recently where all I added was a gray eyeshadow to my outer corner and it gave me the depth that I wanted. This is a very much an everyday, quick, easy palette. You've got your cheek products, you've got your eyeshadows. Definitely one that I feel like could just be useful if you're just wanting a very subtle with a pink undertone, everyday type of a makeup look. I am traveling next year, so I feel like this would be a good palette for me to take, although I might end up taking something else to go along with it for the days that I'm wanting a little bit more depth. But in terms of just trying to put something on my face every day that's not going to take a whole lot of effort, I am considering taking this particular palette with me. I also picked up the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes in Nature palette, and this is gorgeous. It's very like your earthy tones, your earthy neutrals. Very beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful. Now, I know there's some talk about them not being as spectacular as like last year's eyeshadows, but this is your perfect like everyday soft glam kind of a neutral palette, and you can definitely build it up. Add a shimmer shade from a different palette, a glitter top, or anything super easy will amp it up, and you can get your more deeper looks using like this shade here, but you can get your everyday looks. I've been mostly focusing on like this side of the palette, and I feel like it just gives a nice, perfect everyday look, and I'm super happy that I picked up this palette. I actually like it better than last year's palette. I feel like the shadows stay better than last year's. Like I remember last year, because of the grittiness of the sparkles, I feel like the shadows didn't stay as well on my eyes as I would have liked it to, and I don't have that problem with this one, so this palette is an absolute love for me. I also picked up one of the new Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt and Texture and Tone palette. Again, I picked up the lighter one thinking that this would be great for like all the mattes you'll ever need. And though that's true, I feel like it's missing something, and it's not the lack of shimmers. I feel like it's like the lack of almost like a perfect neutral transition shade that I can use with all the other shades. Again, I love it. I love that you've got your like pinkier neutrals here. I think you've got like rose neutrals, pinky neutrals, yellow neutrals, cool neutrals, warm neutrals, and then neutral neutrals. And it ranges from light to dark. So I do like the layout of the palette. It did come with this insert that talks about shade placements as well as how to use the palette. So I think that that's super helpful. I think this is a very beginner friendly kind of a palette. You're just not going to get like what I would consider all you need in a palette. This is more like a palette to wear when you're wanting to complement other palettes. So overall, I do think that this is a really nice palette. I am debating as to whether or not I'm going to pick up the deeper version because I feel like that could also be nice for my skin tone. It's not so far out there that it wouldn't work for me. So yeah, I'm definitely not mad that I have this one in my collection. I did pick up 2 brow products. It was one of those items that I was in Ulta. I needed just a few more dollars to get like the extra discount, so I might as well. So I did pick up the Charlotte Tilbury Cheat Brow Pencil, and I am needing some more brow pencils. I've noticed my collection's getting a little bit low. So I did pick this one up. I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's exactly what I need in a brow pencil. The shade's a good shade match. Let me see. I have got the shade, if I can find it, Natural Brown. So it's kind of like this taupey lighter brown shade, which I do tend to go for more taupey brow products because my natural hair color is more like a dishwater blonde. So this is gorgeous, totally worth it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I think it's great. I also picked up the Morphe Definer Brow Pencil. Again, another good, affordable brow option. The product is a little bit thicker than the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I think it's great when I am wanting something a little bit more quicker on the go, whereas this one I will take a little bit more time to fill in my brows, but I love them both. I think they're great. I think they're great for their price points. I think they're great for different reasons. I absolutely love them. And the rest of the items that I have are actually from BoxyCharm. I got the Milk Kush Lip Oil. I was wearing it earlier today. I think it's very hydrating on the lips. I think it's very good on the lips. This will be going with my lip oils versus my glosses. It's very hydrating. It does what I want it to do in a lip oil. It's super easy to wear. I'll go ahead and apply some real quick. It's got the bigger doe foot. It hydrates the lips really well. And I feel like it's just great, especially with the drier weather here. I feel like this helps my lips maintain their moisture. Again, beautiful. I also got the Makeup Forever. It's their matte lipstick. It's like a comfort matte formula. This is gorgeous. I'm trying to find the shade. All I see is shade matte or Memorable Spice. That's the shade name. A perfect fall shade. A comfort matte. I put it on my lips in the morning. It stays all day, even through eating and drinking. It's not transfer proof, but it does stay through all of that. It's a gorgeous color. I love this. When I saw that this was an option, I'm like, I need to pick it up. I love it. It is gorgeous. I also got the Girlactic Luminous Tint Foundation. Again, another beautiful one. My skin has been hating me this month with the drier weather, with a little bit of sickness going around. My skin has dried out, and this concealed all of it. Now, it is luminous. If you do not like a luminous skin finish, you are not going to like this. But I feel like this concealed all of the dry patches that I had, everything on my face that I absolutely hated. I am wearing it today, and so you can see the shine coming through the other products. So it's definitely going to give you that, which I actually like. And again, this is just one of those, like, this could easily be a favorite skin tint or I think it's more of a tint and moisturizer consistency. But again, it's so beautiful, and it just conceals things, and like, it's almost like the luminosity of this conceals all the imperfections of dry skin. And again, I loved it. Last thing I got was the Ace Beaute setting spray. Again, I am needing more setting sprays, so this is just beautiful. I love the sprayer on this. I love how it really did feel like my makeup set into place while still maintaining the integrity of the makeup itself. I know sometimes with setting sprays, sometimes whether it's a luminous or a matte finish, it'll take away from the integrity of the makeup, and I don't feel like it does that. So it is another beautiful one. Again, gorgeous. I do have 2 empties this month. One is the 8 Saints Night Cream. This was just a sample size. I don't like it enough to go and rebuy it, but it did what I needed to do in the moisturizer. It didn't stand out to me, but I like it enough to, I liked it enough to use it, not enough to repurchase it. I also used up the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This was just a primer serum. I liked it. I don't think I'll pick up the full size of it, but when I did use it, every time I wore it, I never had a bad experience with it, so it was definitely good. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, if I find it on sale, I might pick it up, but I don't think I'll go out and buy the full size. I do have one declutter for the month. This one might not come as a surprise, but it is the Lip Velvet and Peach Nude. I got this in a BoxyCharm a while back. I decided to give it one more try, and I hated it, so this will go to someone with maybe a more fair complexion than me. I don't like the way it stays. I don't like the way it feels. It's not any kind of comfort matte type of formula that I like, so this will be going, but that was all for this month. As far as declutters and empties go. But that's actually all for the month. I am very pleased with the things that I brought into my collection, as well as the things that I am getting out of my collection. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle. My goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty, as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. If that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button. If not, but you still want to stick around, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.